Do you think you're eating healthily? Well, did you know that you might be sabotaging your hormones without realizing it? You see, some foods, even healthy ones, can make menopause symptoms much worse. So today, I'm revealing the top 3 symptom triggering foods and the best swaps to balance your hormones. And if this sounds helpful, make sure to subscribe. I drop new menopause tips every week. So let's take a look at why food choices matter even more in menopause. You see, your metabolism isn't broken, it's changing. Your hormones control your fat storage, inflammation, and your energy levels, along with the symptoms of worsening weight gain, hot flashes, and brain fog. So did you know that the wrong diet can actually fuel your symptoms? Alcohol, chili, and coffee, so caffeine, are the 3 biggest symptom aggravators. They make the hot flashes and the night sweats more intense. On top of that, there are foods that mess with your blood sugar, which make the symptoms worse because they cause hormone imbalance. And you're now thinking, what are the worst foods for menopause symptoms? The answer is simple: refined carbs and hidden sugars. So why is that then? Well, you see, they mess up our hormone balance. We have 4 key hormones that balance our health: estrogen, cholesterol, thyroid, and insulin. And if we affect one, then we affect the other 3. So when we eat anything with sugar, it affects our insulin levels. The good old bar of chocolate, or the sugar that we bake with, the white stuff. So this kind of sugar, when you add it to our cups of tea and coffee, is called sucrose. And it's a very, very simple chemical. It's made of 2 basic building blocks called glucose and fructose, and they're present in about equal amounts. Glucose is the most important energy source for our body, especially the brain. So our body is really excited when we get a hit of glucose. You see, even our digestion starts in our mouth. That's how excited our body is. So it doesn't want to waste any time. Glucose enters our blood so that it can get to work in the cells where it's needed for energy. Except there's a problem, you see. It can't just get inside the cell. It needs a chemical key to get inside. And that's what insulin does, you see. It opens the cell to let the glucose in. The more glucose in your blood, the more insulin is released by the pancreas. Meanwhile, the fructose just goes straight to the liver, where it's stored as fat, a special kind of fat that can be quickly made back into glucose by the body in an emergency. So we have the energy to fight back or run away. But in modern life, that's really manifests itself as stress. So when we're stressed, we trigger cortisol, which is made by our adrenal glands. They also make estrogen, and they can't make both at the same time because survival is more important. Therefore, cortisol always wins the production race. And when that wins and we're stressed, it means our estrogen levels drop, and that affects our thyroid function, which controls our metabolism. So can you see the balance shift of each of these hormones causes symptoms such as brain fog, anxiety, weight gain, hot flashes, poor sleep, and fatigue? So understanding where hidden sugars are that are triggering our insulin is the key to keeping insulin under control and therefore keep our other hormones balanced too. Sugar is in foods marketed as healthy. I'm going to show you something. So quite often we see bars like this that you think are healthy, or foods marketed like this as one of your 5 a day. And if you read the label, what you'll find is high up in the ingredients list is either the word sugar or sucrose or glucose fructose syrup. And you will be amazed where these ingredients pop up. So what we need to try and do is swap these sources for alternatives, so much simpler food. So a simple fruit and nut mix. Buy your own, mix your own. Much cheaper than buying an even ready mix. Or just have a piece of fruit or a natural yogurt. You can always add your own fruit to the yogurt for extra flavour. So here are some examples of hormone-friendly meals, because I want to show you something. This is a muesli that I've made myself, just mixed some oats and some nuts and some different dried fruits. And that was swapped for a commercial breakfast cereal, which granola we all think is healthy, but it's got a big red traffic light marker here in the health markers to say that the sugar levels in it are high. Again, for lunch, just swap what you would typically put into a lunchbox if you're eating at work. So switch the cereal bars, which again are always really high in sugar, and the flavoured yogurts, for something that you can easily prepare the night before. So it can either be some leftovers that you can warm up, or a simple salad. The meats like chicken you can take to work with you and have it to boost your salad, or a piece of salmon. And you can really make a tasty salad from something like quinoa or bulgur wheat. And they just take minutes to prep the night before. And once you get into the habit, you've made yourself a much, much healthier lunch to eat away from the house. And again, for dinner, simple stir fries with 5 vegetables and a source of protein and a small portion of carbohydrates can be a really healthy, simple swap. And then you can have fruit for dessert, and then you've even had a healthy piece of fruit. So you see, there's a simple way to plan to support your hormones now better through nutrition. There are some simple things you can do. You can avoid, as much as you can, the refined sugar, the alcohol, the chili, and the caffeine, and replace it with herbal tea and zero alcohol drinks. And remember to read the labels, because you'll find hidden sugar even in mayonnaise. And do you want a full food guide for menopause with all the best nutrients to eat? Well, grab it in the description and check out this next video too for even more hormone balancing tips. I really hope that this has been helpful and you'll love reading the guide. See you in the next video.